For this week in personality, we're going to be going over Freud and psychoanalytic theories of personality. So Freud is an interesting character. I'm not a Freudian expert. I like Freud's ideas. Honestly, as a student, I thought they were pretty ridiculous. But as I've gotten older and learned to appreciate Freud more, I think there's some validity to a lot of his theories. Now, Freud's a good example of theories versus research support, so keep that in mind. A lot of Freud's theories we can't exactly test, but I think they're relevant. And Freud was a neurologist too. Most people forget that. So he was a medical doctor, and he said that at one point all his theories would be proven through biology, and I think that's interesting to think about. And some of the Freudian theories do kind of mirror biology. We'll go over that in other chapters. So let's start here. Okay, so there's psychodynamic theory, and then you'll see psychoanalytic approach. Psychoanalysis really is Freud's theory in practice. So Freud would be called a psychoanalyst. Psychodynamic is really the theory, but the book doesn't really differentiate that, just so you know. Okay, this approach is based pretty much solely on the writings of Sigmund Freud, and the major emphasis here is on the unconscious mind. Here's some pictures of Sigmund. You'll see him with his father, who also had a great beard, and his mother over there. And this is a quote from him. He said, "My life is only interesting if related to psychoanalysis." So here he's referencing his childhood, and a lot of the people that we talk about in this class will have very interesting backgrounds. His is a little bit, not so much. The interesting thing here is his relationship with his father and his mother. His father was married prior to his mother, so he had other children, and he had a very, very good relationship with his mother. He was like the golden boy that could do no wrong. His father, on the other hand, his relationship with him was different. His father was significantly older. So you can see the picture of his father there when he was a child. And his father was a merchant in Vienna. And he was born in Monrovia, but moved to Vienna as a child. And there he was a merchant, and he was the victim of a lot of anti-Semitism. So Freud saw his father being subjected to this prejudice and discrimination, and he didn't really stand up to it. And that's kind of interesting in Freud's background. Here's the many stages of Freud. You can see from a young man to an old man. And here's a Freudian joke. Actually, Freud's language that he created in his psychodynamic theory really permeates modern culture. So we use Freudian terms all the time, even if we might not realize it. So like slips of the tongue, or those are sometimes called Freudian slips, which you've probably heard of. But like when we call somebody anal retentive, that comes right from Freud. So Freud has left a huge impact, not only in the field of psychology, but in popular culture. Okay, so we start with the unconscious mind. This is a portion of the mind that you are not aware of. Now, if we knew everything that was going on in our brains, I think we would just, we'd probably explode or something. I really don't know. But most of the processes in the brain are in fact unconscious. And Freud used psychoanalytic techniques to access material in the unconscious, because he theorized that material in the unconscious would cause people problems in the now. And so they didn't know why they were having these problems, because the material was unconscious. So he worked with a French neurologist named Charcot in 1885. This is in his medical training. And Charcot was using hypnosis in medical treatment. So that's where Freud started using hypnosis. And in reality, he abandoned hypnosis pretty quickly. He just didn't think it worked as well as his other techniques. So the other two techniques that are paramount to psychoanalysis, as Freud sees it, are free association. And there's several different free association techniques, but that's just letting thoughts that come to your mind out. So he might just have a patient lay on a couch and just talk randomly about the thoughts that came to their head. It's not Freud's technique, but okay, I'll say a word, you tell me exactly what you think right after that word. Blue, water, car, ride, I don't know. That's free association. Now, dream analysis is very important, and Freud thought that dreams, he called dreams the royal road to the unconscious. So he would have people record their dreams, and he would analyze different themes in their dreams.